Preseason, Columbus versus Eagles. Let's just go. So Danny's got the Eagles, I got the Caps in this game. So the anticipation for today's game revving up a little bit as it's 6:47 in the AM in the Midwest. And in Columbus, they're going against this Philly team. So they're going to get the ball here. Dipsey Madden is away for this morning. And the Capitals going to run this one out to the 22. So let's take a look at Justin Herbert. He's got all the right things to get it done. And of course, this is their last shot in the preseason to really get it done. And show everybody that, they have a plan going into the regular season to win games. Jeez, just smacked his Barrow after the catch. A gain of 9, but at what cost? The pain involved, and then he's gonna run right back into that linebacker. Not as hard, but just as much grit. You're taking the corner, and he's hurt. This one going long. And they're testing a secondary that is ready, apparently, because it just kind of gets stopped up by the defense, who's just playing real close to him. He's making those catches, but he's not getting away too much after the catch. And really nobody else is open. They're trying to get it to the tight end in that up the seam go route, but it's not open. Only really leaving one thing open. Here, Barnett injured. Again. Oh. This is where it doesn't work, or it does. And it's incomplete. 3rd and 2 now, after the 2nd and 2 incompletion. Herbert stepping up for the touchdown, gonna run it in himself. Now the decision early to go for 2. is gonna pay off. 8-0 quickly. So let's see what Philly can do now with the ball on offense against a pumped up Capitals defense, who are going to be ready to go out there and defend these 8 points no matter what. So we got number 9, we got Eric Holman, and he's got all the right stuff to get it done too. Just not, unbelievable. Like, we got Herbert, but Herbert's on a team where they just crumble in the second half of the season also. So you got to remember that. Holman gonna get this. And he's gonna hold on to it way too long and get sacked back at the 10. Should have just got rid of it, but unable to do anything with it. That's 2nd and 24. So let's see what he can do with it. This is a good play to get those yards back and make it 3rd and 13. So giving his guys a real good chance with that. That is a good recovery play. And this is incomplete. So 4th and 13, immediately 3 and out. The Eagles. Now punt. Gonna be taken by Merriweather, who's running out of bounds and getting hit late. Honestly, come on. No call, of course. So they're back out there. This time, gonna get it to him again. But it's just a sketch. He's having a hard time out there, getting bopped around. But he's making a ton of catches that way. Picked off. It's going the other way. It's going for a touchdown. So pick 6. Justin Herbert. Gonna give this one right to the Eagles. And they're going for 1. They're going for 1 here. So gonna be able to retain their lead somehow. So maybe after the pick, you don't throw immediately coming out. You think maybe they pick up their run game now. They had something going through the air until that moment. And that's what Herbert I'm talking about. A team effort. And really, is he that good? He is, but decision making is part of the process. And coaching and all these things. And it's never really come together for them. That's all I'm saying. This one to Swan. Another big run from Swan. For 15 or so yards. You're gonna fake the run. And he's sacked. So maybe should have just ran it. 2nd and 18. That's the end of the first. We're gonna come back to the second quarter. 2nd and 18. The Eagles are looking like defensively stout. Good little slant, which is what's going to be the route that works for them all day. 3rd and 5 now. You can do anything you want here. And they throw that same slant. Risky. So 5 minutes left. And the Eagles are getting the ball. No matter what. So you want to just take these whole 5 minutes. If you can. Third and inches. And they're gonna get it. Well, this is what it's going to come down to late in the season anyway, is if they can have any semblance of a run game. The fake going to turn into a quarterback bootleg. 2 rushes, 16 yards. It's part of the game plan to run the ball. So we got really no running back. That's the thing. We're gonna have to go get a veteran off the free agency, probably. Second and 1. And the 2-minute warning after this, and he brings it down to the 2-yard line. About where you want to be. And the 2 to the 1. A perfect little run if they want to drain the clock. Again, down to the 1. Well, perfect if you're trying to drain this clock away. Nope, injury timeout. Gonna take that away from them. And on their own team. Gardner gonna get this one. And he's celebrating with everyone. So they're going for 2. They're already up the touchdown, why not? Touch. 2-point, good. That's 16. So pulling away. But that doesn't mean the Eagles don't have a whole minute. That injury timeout is going to be the difference between scoring and not scoring if they do score. Let's see it happen here. Minute and 13. Double covered, he still got it. Time ticks away, and so they call a timeout. Bad play call. But positive yards. 2 yards on the play. They're going to get going into hurry up. I think they're just trying to get into field goal range. Sneaky. But it's going to be a sack. Dragged out of field goal range. 4, 3, 2, 1, and going into halftime. The Eagles are going to get the ball, but it doesn't matter if they score. They're still going to be down. We could get the 2-point conversion and still be down. So it's a big time place to be for Columbus. Because this is the last quarter where the real starters are going to be out. Essentially the beginning of the 4th quarter for them. There was a big incompletion. sacked offensive line just dissolved. And that's what happened early. So not surprised that it happened again after half. Almost a safety. Instead, it's going to be 4th and 24. So they just have mostly short yardage plays. Not a lot of medium or large yardage plays, which is what the Capitals are really built on, is some of those medium yard plays. West Coast offense style. Good return here. Past the 50. So let's see what they can do on offense. The game relies on it. Bombing. Caught. Down at the 11. 35 yards. From Herbert. So they do have it in them to do the long bomb. Look at this. Just able to stretch up for that one. Gonna have to throw it away here. He had a guy open, but just throws it away. Maybe he didn't see him. This one to the tight end real quick. 3rd and 6. So it all comes down to this for the Capitals. 3rd and 6 on the 7. Goal line, slant route, touchdown. That's going to put it away. Probably going to put it away. It's just pulling away too much there. And they're saying go for 2, go for 2. Why? But it makes sense to really put it away. And that's good. So they're able to put up 24 points on 3 possessions. And Philadelphia can't answer back almost. It's almost like they just can't answer back. It just kind of shows what the Dipsey Madden strategy is probably going to end up being down the road, down the stretch. It's a preseason tactic now, till they take it to the regular season. Big hit on the play. 7:05 in the morning, and it's the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes left. Three minutes left. That's right. It's an interesting place to be. Oh, big 3rd down run. They break the curse of not getting anything on 3rd down. 1st down Eagles. Let's go. Here again, making a big run. Making people miss mostly. Second and 1. They really need something. Oh, encroachment in the defense. Another 2nd and 1. So we get to see what would have happened on 2nd and 1. Holy cow. Highly entertaining. Getting the first down. But not after everything in one play happening. First down. Philly. Here the blitz. But he's just going to still pick up on it. He's 9 for 12, 71 yards. A lot of it's on this drive. He just turned on late. Turner, 26 yards on 4 rushes. But that's it for Philly. We might not see the starters after this. Nope. Here comes the backups. So right when they turned on, backups come out, turn 2nd and 6 into 3rd and 7. And it's Dyer once again. They finally got in the red zone. And it all gets detracted, almost offsides. He might have got it. Nope, 4th and inches. And they're going for it. He's going to have to throw now here. No, but first down on the ground. So the backups inch forward. First and goal, Philly. In motion, so it's definitely a pass, unless it's a reverse. Just throws a dead duck on arrival. That's B. Franklin. They got Benjamin Franklin back there. Complete for 1 yard. So 3rd and goal from the 7. Picked off, end zone, but he's stepping out. He's down at the 9. Well, that's probably the game. But we're going to get to see, of course, the great Dwayne Haskins Jr. Who is the rightful backup. Still. In Randolph. Get to see that same type of offense, but what Dwayne Haskins would have done with it. So he's got 3 minutes to score. Running. Left slides. To the tight end. Finally, at the seam route. Finally paying off. So 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Hitting that slant route to Randolph. Big play. Yeah, same thing, just more difficult, more pressure. 2-minute warning. Game is almost over. And then we'll get into the rest of the preseason. And then be done with it. Go into the regular season next week. St. Louis, Seattle. So Haskins going to take this one from the 17-3 with 1:30 left. Incomplete on first down. He just gets hit. Second and goal. Touchdown. Wayne Haskins. Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. So they're going for one. And they get it. Big time. 31-7. Giving them a mercy drive here. It's a mercy drive. Seven to 31. A minute left. 8 seconds. And that's going to drain right off the clock on this play. Down to under a minute. And they blitz, and it's a fumble picked up by the defense. Mayberry's going to the end zone with it. Touchdown, Capitals, with 46 seconds left. So the extra point, good. It's 38-7. So they couldn't survive more than a couple plays out there before something catastrophic just happened. Now that, I just don't know what to do with. Hold on, Eagles fans. Hold on for your dear life. So here they're not even going to call. Oh, they do call their first time out. Finally. Second time out. And they're down at the 49. So really one more play, get in the field goal range, make it look better. Please. So they don't get it, but they get to keep that timeout because it's just out of bounds. 2nd and 10 at the 49. 22 seconds left. One timeout. You need one play. And then call that field goal. Timeout. I think it's 3rd and 1. So they're going for it at the 40. So the game is maybe done here with the catch. Nope, they're out of bounds with 13 seconds left at the 34. So definitely in field goal range. They're not doing that. They're still going for it all. And he doesn't get out of bounds here. That's the game. So didn't score in the second, the third, or the fourth. Game kind of got away from these Eagles. But Columbus gonna take the win. Take that momentum into the regular season, really. I want to say they're 2-1, but they might have gone undefeated. Like, we'll see when we're done here. Dipsey Madden. One of the more interesting derivative content segments that you can get. You get to see what happened to Dwayne Haskins Jr. in the year 2031. What happened to him? He's doing good. He's back up in Columbus. He holds it down. When Herbert's hurt, we know we got Dwayne Haskins Jr. That was the story of that fourth quarter. We can upgrade. Guys, let's see how we did preseason. 2-1. 2-1. So we lost to the Seahawks. They're playing St. Louis, who's 2-0. It's gonna be tough. In other news, Tampa Bay is 1-1. So Skyler getting a loss. But a win too. Baltimore is 0-2. Dallas lost out. So Danny, you're 0-2, but you're playing Atlanta. You got a chance. And then, ow, Kefla, jeez. And then the Cowboys is David. He's 0-3. Lost out on the preseason. Just complete. Losing out. Kefla's attacking me. Please, Kefla. I wish Columbus wouldn't have lost to Seattle, honestly. It just makes Seattle so good. It's going to make St. Louis, if they can win, they're going to be, more. They're going to be right behind Houston and the Browns. And if Seattle wins, the AFC's not looking as healthy. It's just going to be Houston versus the Browns this season. So the Seattle-St. Louis game is going to shape the league big time. It's going to big time shape the league. Depending on who wins that game, it's going to be like, is the AFC strong this year, or is the NFC really the real deal? And then the same thing with the next game after that. Chicago at Houston. Huge game. Huge game. If Chicago could pull off the biggest upset ever, they will just change the league forever. And the Browns might take back their momentum and then go beat the Bears in the Super Bowl. Probably is what would happen. Honestly, if Chicago can beat Houston, you can almost guarantee they're going to the Super Bowl to lose to the Browns, and the Browns are going to take the trophy. Almost guaranteed. Because there's too much legacy on the line. And, they're just not the right team yet. They're a good spoiler. But, yeah. They'll probably lose to Houston, and Houston's going to continue this streak, I hope. But you never know. You never do know. course, it's all just the omen of the world, you know? It's all just the omen of the world. As you can see, Dallas 0-3. David's locked up right now. He's not having a good time, you know. Baltimore 0-2. Danny is having a rough time in his life. He needs help. He needs your support. He needs your donations on Patreon, on Bandcamp, Apopheniacs. And then you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1-1. Doing pretty good. That's Skylar. See, he's always doing pretty good. He's got it. But he can also use your help. And then there's me. I'm doing just fine. I'm all the other good teams. Like the Seahawks are mostly what I go off of. Because sometimes I won't. They're more my own team. They're 2-0. They're probably going to end up 2-1. You know, maybe 3-0. But the Browns are 3-0, and that's like my other team. So. And Houston, that's huge. Yeah. Huge is just his spirit is passing on, I think. And it's so, strong that he's just been winning Dipsey Madden somehow. And he's going for a three-peat. So you should all be afraid of Juge three-peating. That's what's going to happen this week. You might not see it. Tomorrow you're probably going to see Seattle and St. Louis. On Thursday morning. And then Friday morning, I'm going to play dance. So you won't see Houston at Chicago unless I just feel like playing it that day. I might. I might not. So that one is, we don't know. But definitely tomorrow, early in the morning, St. Louis at Seattle. It's going to shape the league. If Seattle wins, the NFC is looking real good this year. St. Louis wins. AFC's looking stacked. Stacked. And St. Louis is going to be that third powerhouse somehow behind everyone. And, every time St. Louis is that powerhouse, they don't do anything with it somehow. They always end up losing, and it makes everything just fall into place how it normally does. But one of these years, maybe they can get it together. We'll get to see St. Louis win the Super Bowl, maybe. I don't think it ever. It did happen in the original Dipsey Madden, but I think they only got one, honestly. It's like a miracle season type thing. Maybe a couple. Chicago never got one. And they tried, but they also never even made it, I don't think. There's always somebody else. Lots of computer teams. Chicago would miss the playoffs and stuff like that. Legitimately. Oh yeah. Till tomorrow on Dipsey Madden. Have a good rest of your day, morning. And it's 7:26 in the AM. And Ahmad Middlebrooks, nobody's probably beating him. Threw for almost 800 yards in the preseason with a 75% completion percentage. Nobody outran Jeremiah Woodley, though, also somehow. But Damian Harris is going to try this game. Roman Brown is going to try in the one right after that. So we'll see who comes out on top running the ball. Anthony Schwartz. I don't think anybody's beating that. I just don't. Yep, that's what happened. Let's look. Free agents. Running backs. Oof. I guess Trey Sermon is still there. Oof. There's nobody left. Yeah. There's nobody left. We're finally getting to where there's nobody left. There's Michael Carter. There's Trey Sermon. He's probably the best. It's probably gonna be Trey Sermon. Holy cow. These other guys are real. And they're 30, 29. Like, some people might not have it in them to keep going like this. Like, just realized, it's kind of like they might never get there. So, Ahmad Middlebrooks might be this that good, but he's getting old. They're getting old. Everybody's getting old. Nobody's even real anymore. There's only one real running back left in free agency. A lot of people retired this year. 2031. It's only 5 years away in real life. Everybody's gone. They dying in. Tiny left. They're all gone. Every player, every great player. Like, I almost don't even want guys like Aaron Rodgers to retire, because then it would mean that's the end. You know? Well,